Happy Wednesday, everyone. How are you doing? Today, we're going to take a look at a proven strategy to increase your revenue from 86% to 330% by setting things up to run on complete autopilot. That's what we mean by automation. Hello, everyone. I am Kareem with Team Dotcompal, your all-in-one solution to build, grow, sell, and manage from one place. And today, we're looking on how to use Dotcompal automations. So what are we going to talk about in today's presentation? Well, we're going to go over what is marketing automation and why it's so important. What things could you automate by using the right tools, which are all located in Dotcompal? Does marketing automation really work? And I'll show you a case study on that. The problem with current automation tools and how Dotcompal can help you automate almost all of your marketing. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to know when we go live, and leave me a comment below letting me know how we can help you in your business, especially with automations. And if you're watching on Facebook, be sure to like this video and share it out to someone who needs to grow their business. So let's start with how do we do marketing automations? So when it comes to automation, there's a few things we want to take a look at and to understand. So when it comes to marketing automation, why is it so important in today's world? Well, when you use Dotcompal, you can use any technique or software that makes a task or a challenge that you're doing across one channel become completely automated. So imagine you have a list of 1,000 people and you want to send out an email to each one. If you did that on Gmail, that would take so long. But if you do that with our Dotcompal mail, well, it's going to be quicker and it's going to be much easier. And you can import your list there and you can send broadcasts and follow-up journeys, which we'll get to. Also, automation. These days, everybody wants automation. It's becoming super important. And if you have a big team, you can get their full potential because they're going to be doing tons of work. You want them to have all the tasks that they need to do automated so they can do what they're good at, and you can get a quicker and reliable service. So that's why it's so important. Now, I'm going to show you how to use Dotcompal's automations. I'm going to show you all of this stuff. The first thing is, how can you automate by using the right tools? Well, in Dotcompal, you can find email marketing, social media marketing, customer support, lead generation, split testing, customer relationships, and advertising. If you automate all these right, you can get everything done without having to go back and do manual tasks. And just imagine if your email marketing was automated, if you've got all your social media posts out, if all your customer support, your lead generation, your split testing was all done in one tool, and customer relationships, even advertising, what could you get done? What could you automate? Just picture that for a second. That seems very exciting. So does marketing automation really work is the question, because we might be wondering, is that possible? And we can see from LeadFox, we can see some incredible case studies. Virtual Logistics, how they gained tenfold for their company. Paper Style, as we said, a 330% increase in company revenues. McAfee quadrupled its conversion rate by using automation. Thomas Reuters got the number of leads seen to sales increased by 23% and conversion time to 72%. And if you're familiar with the elections here in the US, Obama's 2012 presidential campaign used the power of marketing automation. So as you can see, tons of prominent names, tons of prominent people are using marketing automation, and it really does work. It works for the president, it works for big companies, and it can work for your business. But here's the problem. There's a quick problem we run into with current automation tools. And that problem is that you have to use a bunch of combinations of them. Maybe you have to try and make them talk together, and you also have to pay a monthly fee. So people watching on Facebook, people watching on YouTube, have you ever had the issue where you try and stick your autoresponder to your website, and then you try and use another tool, and then you try and use another tool to make that work, and your page builder and all that stuff? And then something breaks, or something doesn't work, or something, unfortunately, just doesn't come together. Well, then you have to figure out why this tool isn't talking to this tool. You have to try and figure out all the technical details. Meanwhile, you're paying a monthly fee here, here, and here. So it's tough to stick all the different automation tools together and do it. Trust me, I know. I've worked with WordPress, I've worked with Aweber, I've worked with different autoresponders, different tools, and sometimes the page builder doesn't want to work with a website and the autoresponder, has issues with something else. So we want you to avoid that problem here with Dotcompal. So with Dotcompal, you can automate almost all of your marketing. I'm going to show you how to do that. So let me show you live. Now, people watching on YouTube, people watching on Facebook, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. I want to see what your questions are. I want to see any issues you're having with automation or any questions you have about the Dotcompal tools. So let's jump here into Dotcompal. As we can see, my dashboard is right here. I have all my businesses in the drop-down menu, which you can have multiple campaigns. So think about this. Businesses that work with different campaigns. You can have a campaign for your e-commerce, your affiliate marketing. You can have a campaign for everything. Now, to get to this, you want to go to dotcompal.com and get a free account. As I've shown in my previous videos, you can get set up in 3 clicks. They're not even going to ask you for any credit card information. And if you have any questions on how to get started, go ahead and watch the getting started videos here, as they will explain all of that to you. Also, before you set up a funnel journey for automation, you want to have a couple landing pages built. And why I say that is you're going to want to probably have the user go to some landing pages, and you're going to also want to follow the getting started guides, so you have some emails set up. And in addition to your emails, you kind of want some kind of sequence or some idea of how everything's going to work. So once you have your landing pages set up, your email set up, your SMTP set up, which you can find in the Getting Started guides. That's a simple mail transfer protocol. As we can see here in the settings, you're going to want to have all of these things set up. SMTP settings, you're going to want to have your landing pages set up, or at least a couple made, and mail set up. And you can find that all on our Dotcompal YouTube channel, which I suggest you subscribe to get information on how to set everything up. Once you have all those things set up, and that includes your business, your landing pages, your mails, and your SMTP, then you're ready to automate with our funnel journeys. And we can click on funnel/journey. And here's the nice thing. When it comes to automating this, when we click on new funnel journeys, we have so many options. Now imagine this. You all have different businesses. Some of you are doing webinars. Some of you are doing leads on websites. Some of you are doing sales, targeted leads, promos on websites, launches, and follow-ups. So there's a lot of different things you can do. Don't limit yourself to one thing, but know that you have a plethora of different options here. And the nice thing is you have the ability to create them from scratch, but when you choose any of these, you'll also have templates to use. So if we click on follow-up, we can give that a name, and we'll call that new automation journey. As you can see here, I've created multiple journeys, and I am automating stuff for different businesses as well. So it's really, really cool. Now, once you get the hang of it, you can start to use templates, which look like this. They'll have everything set up for you. It's pretty cool. And then you can even do more advanced templates and learn how to use that with multiple different actions doing different things. And they can get very complex. But first, let's create it from scratch so you can see the method. So you just want to click the tab Create from Scratch, and then click Create from Scratch here. And again, before you start this, I do want to emphasize, have a landing page set up, have email set up, hopefully a list imported if possible, or you can create a list here, have your SMTP set up, and have all that stuff ready to go. And if you don't have your mail set up, have some copy ready to go. So once we get here, we can see that we have three things to build our automation. Let me explain these in detail. We have triggers, which a trigger is like a domino effect, if you think of that. The trigger is the first domino. You hit that domino, all the other dominoes go in place. So if you're familiar with how you play dominoes, you hit one domino, all of them fall. Now, with the automation, the first domino is the trigger. You can have only one trigger, which is represented in blue. You have multiple actions, which are represented in green, and then you have one journey end. That's the final domino. So we can take a look at the different things that we want to do. Normally, I like to use a landing page. You can use an email, you can use an attribute change or a segment, but to start it, we're just going to click on it and drag it over. So this is the start of your funnel journey. And why this is really cool, why I really like this is you can start to add more stuff and you can keep continually adding different things. You can make this as big or as complex as you want, but let's just start with a really, really simple one. So we're going to add a landing page. And then once we have this landing page here, we can click on the element, which is this text. And then I can go, ooh, okay, I have a lot of different pages here. These are all pages that I've previously created. And I can take a look and see which one I want to use. So I'm going to take a look here and I'm going to pick one that I like. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit choose. And as you can see here, if you can see the text or hover over it, you can see that I chose that page. That means that I've actively selected it and it's going to be used in my automation campaign. So that's a start. I want to drive traffic. I want to drive ads. I want to drive everything to that landing page. And once I do that, I want to add them to a list. Why do I want to add them to a list? Because once they do the opt-in, once they buy something, once they do that action, once they convert, I want them to be on a list so that I can keep track of the people who opted in, right? And you can also have a list for people who did not opt in by clicking conversion no, but all I do is I drag add to list over here like I did landing page, and you can see the actions are in green. So take note of that. And I can add them to a specific list. And I have lists created here, my free video course, my coffee shop, my restaurant owners, all that stuff. And if I want to create a new one, I can even create new lists. I can say video affiliates here, just to give you an example. I can hit the check mark and then I can select it from the list. So you can also create a new list here. You'll just have to import the contacts and do all of that. So keep that in mind. And there's different ways to do that. So now that we have that element, we can add them to a list. They're good to go when they hit that landing page. Next, we want to do a send email. So send email is an email that's going to go out after the landing page. They convert on it. After they convert yes, so I'm going to click on send email, which is in green here. I'm going to take the convert yes and drag that over to send email. And as you can see, there's a little wait sign here, which looks like an hourglass. I want to make sure that goes out immediately after they convert. Now we're going to be doing different stuff for each emails. I'm going to click on send email. And when I click on send email, I can go to my autoresponder here and see all the previous emails I've created. As you can see, these are the different emails I've created. And you can also create a new email here by clicking on new email, putting in your copy, putting in all of your information, and then just saving it. And then it'll appear here. You can also view emails and see what they look like here just to make sure that you're adding the right email. So generally I do a welcome email, so I'm going to hit choose. So I have a welcome email here. So once they convert on this landing page, you're getting added to a list, and then we're sending out an email to them. Now, there's different things we can do. Email gives us a ton of different things. So we have a bunch of conversion options when it comes to email. We can do on send. So after this is sent, another email can go out. We can do on open. Once they actually physically open it up on their inbox, an action will happen. If they click on the email, you can even do something if they unsubscribe or bounce. Bounce means they would look at it and then they would just go away. Like literally say, I'm going to bounce, that slang term, that's what that means. So now with the email, we have a bunch of different things we can do. So let's actually try and add a couple more things just so I can show you how that would work. So let me grab a couple of different things. You can do an email. Say if I unsubscribe, I can send, or if they open something, I can grab another email. So if they open this email, I can choose another email that they're going to do. Also, in addition to that, I can also send them to another landing page if I'd like. Now, keep in mind, why are these two landing pages? Why is this purple and why is this green? Well, the thing is, this is an action and this is a trigger, if you remember. So if they click on this email, I can send them to a landing page. And then what I would do here is just select another landing page out of the ones I've created. I could send them maybe to my payment page if I'd like. And then I'm sending them, after they get this email, to another landing page. And this landing page could be my payment page, could be another conversion, could be more training, could be anything like that. And that's pretty cool because now I have the ability to get them on different things. I have the ability to say, hey, you're going to start on this landing page. I'm going to send this email. I'm going to add you to this list. I'm going to send you out another email. And once you open it, you'll get this email. Or once you click on the email, you'll also get sent to a landing page. So that automates everything. When I say automation, I mean that once they get to the landing page, once you drive traffic, all these things will happen. So all you really have to do is drive traffic to this page, and then all of these actions will happen. How cool is that? People on YouTube, people on Facebook, how would you like to automate everything just like I'm showing here? Let me know in the comments. So after we've done all that, I can also add another list here if I'd like. Say on conversion, they convert here, I can go ahead and add them to another list. I can pick out a list, say it was a video course or a restaurant owner, so I can add them to my list here as well. And then I can keep this going indefinitely. I can make this as big or as long as I want. As I've shown in the templates, you can make this, you can really branch this out super, super long. You can make this super, super in depth. You can make this super complicated, but this is just to give a basic idea. We have triggers here. We have multiple actions that I can connect here to. And then we have different ways to add people to lists, send emails, and get them to different landing pages based on the actions that they take. And that's basically the simple idea of it. Does anybody have any questions regarding any of this? Do we have any questions, guys? Any questions about automating or how we automate with funnel journeys and Dotcompal? All right. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments in Facebook or leave them on the comment box on YouTube. So now I can literally just take this and make a journey end and then take the conversion to yes. If this converts, then the journey's done. So just to go over this, if they hit this landing page, they'll be added to this list, which will send out this email. Now, once they click on it, they'll go to this landing page. And on opening it, I will send out another email, and I can add more actions here for email. They'll also be added to another list after they get to this landing page, so I can see, hey, they're part of not only the people who wanted the free thing or they wanted the thing on this landing page, they're also part of people who are interested maybe in paying for products or maybe for opting in or going a little further. Then I just select one journey end and we're good to go. And I can hit save and next. And then it says everything is saved. We can see the trigger of the journey is a page. All you have to do is drive your traffic there, and then you can click show page. And that's going to be the end action of the journey. And you can publish this and then click activate. One thing to note, guys, is that if you have to go back into your funnel journey, you can edit, but it's going to change the analytics. After our funnel journey is created, we can click on analytics and we can see everything that's going on here. We can see how many people in our audience are coming to this new funnel journey we created. We can see the technology behind it, down to the browser name, device's name, and the system's name, and the location. And we can see how everything is working. To show you an example of this, I can go back to grow here to my funnel journeys, and I've made quite a few of them. So I can go to my restaurants funnel journey if I'd like, and I can take a look on the analytics on that and take a look and see how that looks. And also, before you get all this done, you want to make sure you have some landing pages set up, as I've said before, some mails set up, your SMTP set up, which you can find in settings, channels, and then you just want to go to your SMTP here. And you want to make sure everything is good to go before you get everything done. And then you can actually see the summary of all the different campaigns you're doing here, the audience, the contacts, the conversions, how much revenue you've made, the different projects you're working on, and everything that goes into automating. And then if you need to bring in your team, you simply just click on the name here, click on team, and then you can bring in more people as your team members to help you do this. And your team members, all you have to do is give them a login and set up their team profiles, and then they will be good to go to create funnel journeys just like I did and automate with you. So with that, does anybody watching on YouTube or Facebook have any questions? Please let me know. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, like this video, leave me a comment below, and hit that notification bell to know when we go live with more videos to help you grow, manage, and sell from one place. Same with Facebook. Give me a like and a share. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions, anyone? We are here to help you. So let me know, is there any questions in the audience? Again, we just went over automation, and we went over today how to use Dotcompal automations, why it's so important, what things can you automate using the right tools, using our funnel journey builder, our landing pages, our emails, and I showed you some case studies. You know, the president used automation. He did pretty well, I would say, former President Barack Obama, plus a lot of different other tools. You know, Reuters used it a lot, and a lot of really prominent names have used automation. But there are some problems when you go to do automation, connecting all the tools together. So I showed you in Dotcompal how we can simplify that by just connecting them together and making them work in unison. So do you have any questions about that? And we just did a basic follow-up journey from scratch where I just put a landing page, connected it to a list, to an email, and then that email had an open condition where it opened up another email. Then after you clicked on it, it opened up another page, and then simply end the funnel journey there. That's just an example. You can use that and you can figure out what content you have, what users you have, and build upon that. So do you guys have any questions on that? Let me know in the comment box on YouTube or Facebook. And also, if you watch this live video and you say, hey, I was thinking about something, but I didn't have a chance to leave it in the comment box, it's not a problem. Leave it there, and our awesome team will get back to you. So keep that in mind if you have any questions. Now, if you're with us on Dotcompal and you really love the features, now is the time to go pro, guys. You'll get everything I just showed you. You'll get unlimited visits, leads, contacts, websites, and landing pages, and you can use that all to maximize your automation and make Dotcompal the best tool possible. This unlocks everything and gives you a couple of really awesome quick start bonuses. So if you're loving the tool, you're with us for free, now is the time to go pro and get the Founders Special Lifetime Deal. And if you're not with us, go to dotcompal.com and get a free account. As I've shown, you can set it up in 3 clicks, get your business set up, no credit card asked, and you can get $100 a month service for free. But don't just set it up and then don't do anything with it. Use it to build, grow, sell, and manage. Because as you grow, we grow. We can't grow if you don't grow your business. And that's the mission of Dotcompal. So I'd like to give a shout out to my awesome co-host Abanati, to give a shout out to Shirag and to Manish for doing an awesome job on support. Guys, keep building, keep growing. I'm Kareem with Team Dotcompal, your all-in-one solution to build, grow, sell, and manage. And I will be back here at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard to show you more awesome lessons on how to bring your digital marketing dreams to life, to help you build, grow, and sell. Thank you for watching, everyone. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell to know when we go live with more videos. If you're watching on Facebook, like this video and give me a share. Keep building, guys. Keep growing, and we will see you tomorrow.